When we took early retirement, it was to give us the ability to travel more. We, like everybody else, had only been travelling for a couple of weeks a year because we had work commitments or family commitments. And so when retirement came around, we decided, let's travel, use it or lose it. And the first few trips were stressful. It took getting used to traveling. We were going with large luggage, and we had some flights where, especially in Montreal one time, we got off the plane and it was 2 hours to get our checked luggage off the carousel. There were technical problems, it was winter time, and so that delayed us getting home. We were trying to drive home, it was already late at night. So we decided that we would stop checking our bags in, and so we started traveling with carry-on. And then we realized our carry-on luggage was too heavy. At that point, we started researching lighter options for carry-on, and we found some, didn't we, Tina?
We did. After quite a bit of research, we found a couple of great makes. Actually, the one that we are currently using is by IT, and we found that it was £4 lighter than the actual carry-on luggage that we were currently using. And that might not sound a lot, £4, but with all the airlines tightening up now on how much you're allowed to take in your carry-on luggage, a lot of them are anywhere between £15, £17. Probably the maximum is maybe £21. So the carry-on that we were using previously was weighing £8 to £9. When we moved down to the one weighing only £4, it gave us an extra £4 of actual luggage that we could pack in the bag. So to us that was great. So it simplified, it was a solution and became a lot less stress.
Also, we don't let our luggage out of our sight, so there's no risk of losing our luggage when we get to a destination. On top of that, it really makes you edit what you're bringing with you, clothes-wise, possessions-wise. So we do extended stays with carry-on luggage, and we're careful of what we bring. But we always have enough clothes, and we always have the possessions we need with us. All that you have to start doing is planning more effectively. That way we look for accommodation, normally apartments, Airbnbs, HomeAways, apart hotels, because we like to do quite a bit of our own cooking, and the whole idea with the carry-on is that we can find a place that has laundry. So for instance, we're in Portugal right now, staying 60 days. We're traveling with our carry-on only, but we have a washing machine in the apartment, so that we only need enough clothes basically for a week, like your undergarments, and then we just put a wash on once a week as we would as if we were at home. And being on an extended stay, we are living as though we're at home, even though we're in a foreign country.
It seems to be working pretty well. Actually, one of the strange things we have found is that, yes, it's great we do the wash. Coming from Canada, everybody has tumble dryers. In Portugal, they don't, so if you're looking for the dryer is actually a clothes rack. And you put the clothes on the rack and you then put it out on the balcony or up on the roof when the sun's out, and that gets all your clothes dry. So we learnt that, didn't we?
And they smell great because they're dried out outside,
yeah.
and we're not using dryer sheets.
So
The other thing that Tina worked out was we didn't really need to bring a lot of our heavy toiletry items. So for instance, we're very careful about sun exposure. We are in southern Portugal. The sun is strong. So we bought suntan lotion locally. Why bring a large container that's going to weigh maybe half a pound? We travel with the little tiny travel toothpastes, mouthwash, and when we get to our location, we buy the full-size ones that will last us for 2 months. And if there's anything left at the end of our stay, we just leave the containers behind.
Yeah, that's a very strong point that we've learnt, because it's kind of ironic that when anybody goes away, that everybody rushes out to buy everything to take with them, shampoo, conditioner, sun cream, you get all these big containers, but it's not just the size, it's the weight. And when you're looking at carry-on, it's the weight that you're trying to cut down. That was what was really important. So as Norm said, we just bought tiny ones to get going, and then we went to the grocery store and we bought everything, and it's great, and it means we don't have that extra weight.
And when you look at the clothes, the other thing that Tina worked out was, why don't we just pack coordinating items so that a shirt could be worn with 2 different sets of trousers, or we just need a pair of shorts, pair of jeans, pair of dress pants, and that's it. And I travel with 2 pairs of shoes, a wear one and a pack one.
Yeah, now I probably travel with 3 pairs of shoes. That's because I wear one and I pack 2 in the bag. And one of the things I found was that one of the greatest things that it works really well for me is the Skechers shoes. They are so light, and for women they feel like slippers. So I wear one, I pack one. They're kind of more like trainers, and then I've just found out that they do a fabulous lightweight sandal. So I now have that as well. So I can take 3 pairs, and they're incredibly light. They weigh virtually nothing.
And when you're packing your bag, you can always use your shoes as space, so you can put something inside them. Tina Skechers, she wears all the time and can walk for miles in them because they're so comfortable. So it's just being a little bit smarter, planning a little bit more. The other thing that reduced stress a lot, and this is maybe more for North American travelers, is that we, after being stood in line for immigration at Pearson International Airport for an hour and a half on a trip last year, we decided that we would go and apply for the Nexus Trusted Traveller Program.
Yeah, that worked great.
Initially we thought it was just for business travellers, but it's for everybody.
Anybody who travels sort of frequently, I would say. But even if you don't travel frequently, it allows you to get in and out of all the process of travelling really quickly. And that was a big plus for us.
We can get through Pearson International Airport from getting off the jetway to being outside of the airport in less than 20 minutes. It's all automated.
Yeah.
The application process, there's a little bit involved. You do have to go for an interview with the US Customs agents. You are electronically fingerprint. They do take a retina scan, and they use those to identify you. And if you're just smart about it and you stay within the rules of Nexus and you abide by them, it's a fantastic program. So we've reduced stress by our luggage never being out of our sight, being in the Trusted Traveller program, which if you book airline tickets and you use your Nexus number as part of the booking, then you can get the pre-designation on your boarding pass, so you don't even have to take your coats off through the X-ray department, and or take your computers, iPads out of your cases, or take your shoes off. So we've reduced a lot of stress like that, and it's made travelling so much more enjoyable. The other little luxury that Tina really loves is the, I guess they're called VIP lounges in the airports, where we pay a small fee and it gets you time in a lounge, in a comfortable chair, in a quiet environment, away from the hustle and bustle of the airport. There's normally food, so if you're traveling to Europe from North America, instead of waiting to board your plane at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and then start eating your dinner at midnight or 1 o'clock as the flight crew serve you, we just go into the lounge about 7 o'clock at night, have our dinner there, enjoy a few drinks, and then we're ready to go. And it's so much stress release that...
Very relaxing, isn't it?
Yeah, we highly recommend doing that. It does seem expensive, but it really isn't in relation to your own health.
Mm-hmm. And we usually go for 2 or 3 hours, don't we?
We do, yeah.
And it's very nice. You get Wi-Fi, you get the food, and it's just a very pleasant way to relax before you board the flight.